Hey, how you guys doing? Here I am at a beautiful beach here in beautiful Borinquen, where I have lived for the last 11 years. I come from Brooklyn, New York, forget about it, where I was born and raised all my life, with the exception in one chapter in my life where I found myself homeless in the streets of New York. And I dug myself out. I dug myself out by finding a job in the newspaper to work on a cruise ship in Hawaii. I went to that interview. She asked, why should they give me that job? I said, I'm homeless. She gave me the job right away. I flew over, which I'm grateful for that lady. She turned my life completely around. And so it's raining now, and so I went to Hawaii. I worked on a cruise ship for 6 months. Went back to New York, where I had a great job, where I had this wonderful job bartending, making a lot of money. And so I would come to Borinquen for vacation. I had no passport, so I came here for vacation, and I would see the beautiful beaches and the nightlife, and I thought to myself, why? I should just come here, open a beach bar, because I used to be a DJ as well, so I could do both at the same time. So one day, I packed my bags, and with no real plans in sight, I took off. And my Spanish was very limited. I learned Spanish through Google Translate. My blog, I translate it into Spanish. I read the words and I learn the words. That's why I know lots of good words like imploro, implore, ding, the word of the day. But I've been learning. I used to have a thicker New York accent. Every time I would talk like this, and let's go to the bar, let's go to the car, let's get some coffee. So I've been working on enunciating my words better, but that's besides the point. So I came here to open the bar, but I never did open that bar. I decided to DJ all over the island instead, and I would DJ in many of the top clubs here. And so I did that for a few years, but then something happened, something beautiful happened. My eyes, they started opening up to the beautiful world around me, the beauty of life all around me and inside of me. And so I have been on this journey, a spiritual awakening, if you will, a journey of the self, a journey of rediscovering who the hell I was under the layers of conformity that I conformed to being in the concrete jungle of Brooklyn, New York. And so it started about 9 years ago when I started to change the way I saw the world. I connected to nature in ways that I could have never imagined, because in New York I was so disconnected from nature and so disconnected from the self. And so I saw how the beaches were getting dirty. And so I did something about it. I made some signs and I walked from one side of the beach to the other to raise awareness to all the trash. I did that for 8 years. I dedicated all my time into doing that. So I stopped DJing to focus all my energy on that. And then I stopped drinking alcohol. And that's the best decision that I have ever made. And so I could never DJ ever again after that, because I don't like to be around alcohol. I will make a video about that. Rest assured. And so I attribute my change to that day that I bought tomato seeds and I planted it on the ground. It failed many times, but I don't see it as a failure, because it grew me. As I always say, my motto, I don't grow plants, the plants, they have grown me. And so that's what I have been learning. The plants have taught me discipline. love, compassion, self-love, the missing ingredient in my life. See, in New York, I was depressed all my time, and I never knew why. But now I do know now, is that we are so disconnected from nature, and as I said before, disconnected from ourselves. And so that has been my journey here. And I stopped walking around with my signs because I was shot in the face for defending a beach 3 years ago. And so I was about to leave this beautiful island, but this land presented itself to me, and I always wanted to grow. So after I was shot, I was about to go to Panama, Nicaragua, somewhere where I could grow more food in a farm somewhere. But this land found itself to me. I found the land, and it's a perfect match because now I'm growing a food forest. My intention was for one thing, but now I'm doing something more positive than I could have ever done. And I have been on that journey to find my wings and fly higher and higher and become a better version of myself daily, because the guy who I used to be, I did not like. And that's why I grew bitter. Yes, you would not have wanted to know that, man. But yes, so life throws detours your way. You have to steer your way through. You have to steer your way through life and find your own path and find your own way. I became vegan and I live barefoot. I have become radically wild. Isn't it amazing how one could change? Because to change this world, we need to change ourselves. And so that's the journey. And I'm hoping to inspire that change, hope to inspire others. Plant some seeds in the psyches and the consciousness and let it evolve and bloom. We just have to water it. In Borinquen is where I was reborn, where I connected deeply to nature and deeply to myself, and every day I become more aware of the layers that are weighing me down. Like an onion, we must peel ourselves and break free from the cocoon. And Brooklyn, for me, Brooklyn, New York, was my cocoon. It was my cage, and I'm never going back to my cage. But I have found my wings, and I am learning to fly even higher. It feels great to connect to all this beauty. And another reason why I moved. And another reason is because of this magic. This is why I moved here. I fell in love with Borinquen when I came on vacation. I fell in love with the people. And so I feel so deeply connected to all this beauty here. And that's why I defend it, and that's why I took care of it. I continue to take care of it from trash. Because I think we are the change. I became the change. So let's be that change. And I am so happy to call Borinquen my home now. I am glad to stay here to write the next chapter in my journey. And thank you all for following my journey and for the support that I have received. And another thing is that I live a completely simple life without much money now. And everything, all this transformation is a 360 completely from how I used to live. You know, I lived life in a rush. I lived life in a rush that I never realized that I was rushing to my own death. I lived for the material things. And now I found my peace. I found my happiness, because happiness does not lie in the material things. It lies inside, deep inside. And so that has been my quest my mission, my journey of the self. And it's great to see that transformation, and we all have that capability to evolve ourselves, and I hope to inspire that. I will be making more videos on living the simple life as well, so stay tuned for that. And one last thing I would like to add to this video is that I don't believe in countries, I don't believe in flags, I don't believe in race, nationalities. These are all man-made. I don't identify with any of those. I identify myself with being an earthling, like we all are. We are all earthlings sharing this human experience. We all share the same home, which is Earth. This whole thing, why make this world so small when it is so big? And so that's why I don't believe in any of these things. And many people will say, well, where's your mother from? Where's your grandmother from? Oh, this wind is so nice. And they will say that to get to the origin of where you're from, but let's go back thousands of generations and find out where we truly from. And that's everywhere. I will make a video talking more about why I don't believe in countries and flags and race. You know, I believe that we are molecules of the same strand. And so I will make a video sharing more of my perspectives on that and why I live barefoot and vegan. You know, I have developed this philosophy in life and this different perspective versus my concrete Brooklyn, New York way of thinking. And I like the way I think now versus before. I like how I see the world now with clarity, and it feels so good to awaken to this perspective and to this beauty of life all around me and inside of me. It feels great, it just does. And I hope to inspire others with my perspectives. I hope to inspire these seeds of change. I don't want people to think like me, I want people to think and to awaken a different way of thinking. So thank you all for following me and supporting what I have been doing. I look forward to making more videos. I am looking to get a new phone soon. If anyone has a phone that they would like to donate to me, I would gladly appreciate it so that I can make better videos in my farm. And also, this wonderful person donated a drone to me, and I am very grateful for that person. But I can't fly it because of the phone that I have is 4 years old, and that's why the quality is so horrible. But I am looking to get a new phone, so if anyone has one laying around and would like to send me that phone, I would greatly appreciate it. I am also accepting donations through my website, link in the description down below. So yes, but I look to get that phone this week. I am going to manifest it. I am going to be making more videos, flying the drone through beautiful beaches, and make more videos of my adventures here in the farm. And with a better camera, it's going to be great to make more videos down in the farm. And I'm going to be doing maybe 3 videos a week. So stay tuned for that. Please subscribe to my channel if you have not. Please visit my website, radicallywild.com, where I have more blogs, where I write more of my perspectives. I have my whole website is a book, so if you want to go check out my book of my mind splattered on a page, visit my website, radicallywild.com, and And Instagram, I also share stories where I share my perspectives through that as well, my daily stories. Um, at Radically Wild. Thank you all again. Be wild, everyone.